Okay, so once you've signed up for an account and you're logged into Airtable, you'll see that there's already a pre-populated example base for you. So how the backside of Airtable works, you've got an organisation system where you've got essentially folders and then you have files within. These are called workspaces, and the individual, what would be Excel files, for example, they're called bases. You can see the examples that they've already given you, which is quite nice because you can get an idea of how you can use Airtable. So it's a good idea to check those out, and you can edit what's already there, rename the files if you like, just by clicking on here, changing the colour, you can change the name, and you can edit the actual content that's within there if you like how it's already set up and if it's something that might work for you. But what I'll do is just show you how to start from scratch. So over on the left hand side you can add a workspace. So I'll just do that and it automatically sends it to the bottom. So I'm just going to rearrange that by just dragging it up. And then I'm going to, I'll rename it. Okay, so simply click add base. You can start with a template, but what I'll do is start from scratch, as I said, and we will call this 2018 designs. Okay, so you can select a colour on here. The pastel colours are reserved for the pro plans. We'll just stick with the colour we have here, and I'm going to make it a ladybird because why not? Okay, so when that's done, you can just click on there. So we start off with 3 columns. Apart from the first column, you can just click and drag to reorganize them. The little drop down arrow here will show you a few options, so you can customize the field type. So that's changing it from a line of text to a body of text, date, phone number, email, URL, and so on and so forth. So I'm happy with that being a single line of text. And in this case, I'm going to have this be design name. And then I'm going to insert another column to the left here, and I'm going to add file name / reference. Now, for using this as a way of keeping track of your designs and kind of keeping inventory of the designs that you have, I like to work one of 2 ways. Either I have the design name, which could be something quite fluffy, which means something to me at the time, like Floral Garden or Botanica. However, in 6 months' time, I might not quite be able to remember what that name was. So it's also a good idea as an alternative or as an additional column to just have tags. And that could be things like floral, it could be the colours, it could be the medium you've used if you work in 2 different types of medium, so that you've got an easy way of trying to search for files down the line. So onto theme. Again, I'm going to add another column in the left, and I'm going to add a category for theme, because a lot of the time that's how I like to send emails out or organise things on the website. I do it by theme, much like Folio Focus. So you have a couple of options here. So you could do multiple select, which is good if you're going to have things like kids, floral, Christmas, because a design could fit under more than one category. So you're going to want multiple select. If you're going to add a column such as markets, you might want single select, so you might want only greetings or fabric. So I'll do multiple select, and what you need to do here is just add the options. Let's see, floral, and you just press enter after typing. Okay, then you just click save. You can also change the colours if you like. Okay, so click save. And if you're going along, as you start to populate this, there might be more themes that you realise you've missed off. So you can just quickly, as you're typing, so if I was to start to type something that I haven't already got in there, like men's, it doesn't have an option, so it asks me if I would like to create one. Okay, so for attachments, I'm actually going to change the title of this one. You can also just double click instead of using the drop down arrow. I'm going to change that to design files, and I do want it to stay as an attachment field type. So I'll just click save there. I think I will keep notes. And then I'm going to add insert left. I'm just going to add one that says status. And this is going to be single select, because there's only going to be one option that's relevant at each time. So this is just a way for me to keep track of what needs to be done or what has happened with this particular design. So I can put sold, licensed, in negotiation, unfinished, submitted, to be sent. Okay, so I can click save there again. I'm just going to whiz through and fill this in, just to give you an example of how it looks when it's all done. And then I'll show you a few handy little things you can do once you've updated and added or a few of your designs or your full catalogue into an Airtable document. So you can sort through the data that you have using different criteria such as the theme, so you can see it's ordered it by florals first, but I find it more useful to filter. So you just click add filter and then select the field you'd like to filter by. So if we do status for this example, and you can do is not, so on, and I'll do licensed, and then I can quickly see any designs that have already been licensed. So another handy tool is the gallery. You just click to create a gallery view and you can really easily see everything, and as visual people that's obviously really helpful. So I'll just go back to grid view, and if you click on a row that you'd like to get rid of, that's how you do that. And I'll just go back to gallery, so that's removed that blank one that was there before. Okay, so that's it. The best thing you can do is just to have a play around. It's one of those things that you'll constantly be tweaking, and as you find different ways of working or different things that you need to organise, you might chop and change, you might need to add more fields or create new bases, but it's just a really handy visual tool. If you've got any more questions, just comment below and I'll try and get back to you.